KO, how you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning. Doing great. How are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. Had a busy day yesterday. Ready to crank it up here today with classes and a fun day. So,
Nice. What's going on, Laban? Good to see you,
morning,
man.
Laban. All right.
Yeah, finally done with well, almost done. We're probably got one or two more baths today, dealing with the skunk issue. This whole week. It's been a whole debacle. Um, so, so it's been
How's the paste concoctions working out? Because I know you've got a very white, pure white dog, so you can't do the old tomato sauce stuff.
yeah, so having a great Pyrenees, um what's up, M Strikes? Uh so Yeah, like the tomato juice, I was reading online, they're like, you're gonna have a red dog for like 3 months if you do the tomato juice with him. Um, and so I opted to not do that. And then the most popular concoction online I found was peroxide,
Hmm.
baking soda, Dawn dish soap. Mix it together, and um, my dog's a big baby too, so he just hates it. And
Oh, I'm
it's been
sure.
out, it's been outside for like 3 days. Luckily, it's actually cooler now for him. He loves the cold. So it's been like 50 at night, maybe upper 40s, lower 50s, and he's been like uh pretty happy outside actually. But so he should be able to come in the house tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a week long event.
Oh man, I feel for him. My dog would never sit through getting that stuff put on him. He would go absolutely berserk.
Well, it's the benefits of having a fat, lazy old dog. He's
Oh,
140 pounds.
yeah, he's a
140
little bit bigger than
pounds.
mine. He's got at least 110 pounds on my little guy.
Yeah, it's so funny because he did chase the skunk for about 15 feet. And
Uh,
then obviously he got sprayed, but that's about as that's about as long as he chases anything.
oh
So
man,
he gets tired real quick. He gives up real easily.
yeah. Well, 2 in the morning, man. I would have thought he'd just get out there, do his business, and get back, not worry about
Oh,
anything.
yeah. Nope,
Oh,
not my dog. So
so
you'll
we've
get
got yeah, I think the NFL picks are already out. I'm not sure about. Do we have UFCs this week? I think we do. There's fights, right?
so there are fights this week. I'm looking them up right now. Um, yeah, I don't even know if I got my NFL picks in last week, to be honest. So I got to make sure I'm going to do that when we're done with our stream here.
I
Um,
got mine in at like 30 seconds before the game started Thursday. I always forget about the Thursday games,
yep.
and I get out of work and I'm like, oh crap, got to set my Yahoo fantasy lineup. I got to get my picks in.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm conditioned for the UFC stuff on Saturdays. I usually get those in there, but yeah, making sure to get those in by Thursday evening is got to get used to that.
Oh
So
yeah,
October 7th, yeah, we do have fights this week, and I'm looking at the main card here. We got Bobby Green versus Grant Dawson. I don't know Grant Dawson very well, which is crazy. He's 20-1-1. Uh, and then you've got Bobby Green, which I do know him pretty well. Is 30-14. He's a good fighter. A lot of experience, been around a long time. So actually, that'll actually be a really good fight. Bobby's usually down to fight. Um, I'm not knowing a whole lot of other people here. I got Joe Pfeiffer, Abdul Al Hassan, Alex Morano, Joaquin Buckley,
Morano I've
Rick.
heard of.
Okay, Rick Glenn, Drew Dober, Alexander Hernandez, and Bill Algio.
Hmm.
So don't know too many people on that card. Actually, on the prelims, mm, I won't read them all off. It's just kind of the same thing going on here. Not don't know too many people. So
Huh. Interesting.
um, yeah, it's so anyway. I will. So Saturday, I'll be a little busy Saturday. I should be able to catch a number of these fights, at least the main card probably. So I do enjoy this sport. I love, you know, I know just, and through competition through the years, the grind and how hard these people are training and um, the nerves that go out, every single time you get out there and fight. There's a few freaks out there like Volkanovski who says he doesn't get nervous before fights, but man, I was not one of those freaks. I always got nervous.
Yeah, that's
You
really
know,
rare.
I mean, you learn how to handle the nerves and deal with them better, but they don't magically go away.
No, no.
um, Except for a few people. So yeah, we got the fights this weekend, and
So that's a fight night.
it is. Actually, I'd like to know. Okay, looks like we got two fight nights back to back, and then
Hmm.
we've got UFC 294, which I am looking forward to this card. This is going to be a really good card. I probably will be getting this one, or um, let's see, it's Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira. That is the main
Oh,
main
that'd be a good
fight, and
fight.
that is going to be a great fight, I believe. And
Is
then
that
you've
the
got
weekend of the tournament?
that is October 21st, so still in October.
Oh, okay. So no.
So yeah, should have plenty of time there. Um, you've got Paulo Costa versus Kamzat. That is going to be another beast of a fight. Um, you got both these guys. Kamzat, I always say his name wrong. Chimaev or something like that. He has just been brutal, mauling people. He's 12-0. Um, so he's gonna have a tough opponent against Paulo Costa here. And then Islam Makhachev, he has also just been devastating. Only one loss on his record, 24-1.
Hmm.
So you got two guys here that are just on a tear right now. So we'll see if Oliveira or Paulo Costa can stop them because they've definitely been the guys to beat here recently. Um, got Johnny Walker who's fighting that evening. Um, that's all I know on the main card. On the prelims, you've got Trevor Peak, um, which I do know Trevor, and no other big names at the moment that I know. So anyway, that'll be a great card.
Very nice. Well, we've got a big week coming up. I think is our build almost done? I know we've been working on the Metaventure racetrack. Is that finished up or close to? Have you checked that
All
today?
right. So our large build finished, and here let's take a look. I'll share my screen. We'll go look in Upland here. Let's go take a look at this Speedway Metaventure. That's Trinity Props. Oh, there's the music.
All right. That's better.
Little intro music for Upland. There we go.
I almost out of habit, just ran for a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's
Uh,
that's funny. Yeah, so we are, let's see, 21 hours away. So that's really exciting. That should,
ooh, we're going to be
um,
close.
so that should put us, let's say 2 hours. So about 7 a.m. tomorrow, is when it'll finish. Um, Eastern time, that is. So it'll be completed by tomorrow's stream. Whether it's up and running, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that happens immediately. I need to put a message out to Dak or someone that has a racetrack and see how immediate that popped up.
Yeah, that's a good question. I meant to do that yesterday. I forgot to send Dak a message because I figured he would be the man to know that.
Yeah, so that's actually really cool. We can start running some Hyde Park races and challenges, competitions, giveaways, all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun to get that up and going.
Yeah.
So just look at the spark on this thing, which I am taking my final screenshot today.
Oh,
I've
is there a
taken quite a
car? There's a car there today too. Trendy props
yeah.
must be visiting.
Yeah, that's been there for a while. I think it's a four. He's got a one, I think, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got
Series
that
1.
Series 1. Yeah, that's a sweet
Well, I
looking
like that
car.
color. Little Carolina blue going on.
Um, yeah, look at this spark, man. We got 35 contributors, just all kinds of spark on here. I finished up the large build and I was able to put more spark on there and get this time down, trying to get it done before tomorrow's stream. Speaking of cars, did you pick up any cars in the car sale?
I did not. I had horrible wait times. I was so far out from getting a car. I was hoping to jump in there, maybe grab one or two. I don't really need one. I've got a bunch. I was really hoping they would have come out with the TRs. I don't have a TR and I don't have a semi. And I think those are the only vehicles I do not have at this point. And I've got a lot of fours and twos. So I didn't really need anything. But I was going to pick one up if I got in queue, but I didn't get in queue. So did anybody out there get a car? Laban, uh, M Strikes? Did you guys get cars yesterday?
I
Did you end up getting one, KO?
I did.
I know you
I
were in desperate need of a car.
well, I wasn't, and I just I don't know. I kind of FOMOed into the four. I was number 5 in line.
Oh
Um,
man.
so it was easy to get one. I was right there, and you know they make good bargaining and tools for deals. Um,
Yep.
so I just kind of I bought one. I kind of FOMOed into one. I already have a 4E, but I did pick up another one. So um, yeah, just wasn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it was a good choice or not. We'll TBD. But
Yeah.
so I did. Yeah, same thing though. I have been looking for um I would like a TR or what was the other one you said?
The
Uh,
semi.
the semi. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do I want a semi.
Looks like we've got the next large build is crypto worms. Right here's 18 days, 19 hours. 4201 West 59th Street. And as soon as that MetaVenture is done tomorrow, the Speedway, I'll be moving over some Spark over here to help that out. So I just wanted to
What's
get that
what was the address on
the large build.
Crypto Worms?
It was 4201 West 59th Street,
4201 West 53rd, you said?
59th.
Ninth.
Yeah, so I'm actually not on the small build or the large build right now. Everything's allocated to this Speedway, and then first thing tomorrow morning, I'll shift around Spark to help out everybody. Just wanted to
Yeah,
get that.
I just got some Spark freed up actually, so I'm going to send that over to the MetaVenture. See if it moves it at
Um,
all.
yeah, like I said, I was trying to get it done in the morning and give it a few hours. I didn't know if it needed time, to finish. It'd be really cool to run a race on there tomorrow, uh, during the stream. If not, no worries. We'll just do it next week or Monday or something. But
This will knock it down to
I wanted
20
to.
hours
20 hours? Okay.
in 50 minutes, so just under 21.
Nice.
All right. That took off
Uh,
an hour at least.
so we've had the car sale, which I'm actually, kind of a good thing here. All those cars sold. Looking right here on my screen. Um, that because there wasn't anything too fancy in there. It was just the S2s, S4s, 4Es, some Ts and TEs, I think. And they're all gone. So I mean, in less than a day,
That's
which I
great.
think that's really solid. When um, people were wondering about the car market getting saturated, and I don't think so. I think I think people are still wanting cars or collecting them, whatever it may be, and future utility. I think a lot of it has to do with the URL races right now. They are actually working with Upland now. There's that race that started. Oh, you know what? Let me pull that up because I do want people to know about that.
Yeah,
So
that
you can.
there is a lot going on in racing right now for sure. So it's exciting times, I think, with the new functions and actually being able to control the cars. It's going to make a drastic difference in the cars and the racing and all that stuff. Just a lot more fun, a lot more competitive.
So let me switch screens here. Where'd it go? Nope, this one. Ah, there we go. Um, so Upland Overdrive, the race that defies limits. So this is pretty cool. You're gonna register between Monday, so Monday of this week to Friday, so October 6th. So you have this week to register, and then it begins Monday, October 9th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I read up on this. I was able to register. You have to go to the URL Discord in order to register. So here on Upland's news site, right here, the Upland Racing Discord, you can click that link and it'll take you right to it. Maybe we can put their link in the description below too.
Okay,
If
can do that.
people want to join in on that, we love the URL and supporting them and um, their vision for the future of Upland and the metaverse. So, but anyway, you're going to register, and then basically you have all week next week, Monday through Friday, at some point, um, to race your car. You can register your Series 2, Series 4, or Series 1. So not your S1Es, not your 2Es, 4Es, no Rs, uh, S1s, 2s, and 4s. And then there's a specific track for each of those cars. And so you have to race on that track, and you can race that track as many times as you want. You do have to have a minimum of 4 cars on the track for your time to be recorded.
Does that include like AI cars?
It does actually, so you can
Okay.
actually turn on AI and make sure you get a total of 4 cars in there. Um, and then let's see. Yeah, so if you're racing an S1, so I actually went with the S1, um, which I didn't know this at the time, but I believe Matsuda R did the S4, um, and TB125 he either did the S2 or S4 as well. So I was actually glad to hear that, so I won't be competing against them because those guys are good. Um,
Yeah,
so I
Matsuda, they killed it last week, huh?
Yeah, man, it's like they're just killing it. So I'm racing the S1 on the Kingdom Speedway, and I'll have all week to record times.
Oh, Kingdom
Um,
Speedway, that's Rancho Park. Is that Abdullah's?
that one's Abdullah's.
I love that
Uh,
track.
yeah, it's good track. Okay, so you get Monday through Thursday to race as many times as you can, and Upland tracks all the times, and then you will be, uh, your best time will be recorded, and then there will be a finals. Let's see, the finals will be Friday. Excuse me, Friday, October 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Be hosted and live streamed by the Upland Racing League at the San Francisco Upland Cafe. Finalists will receive further information about their vehicle class finals from the Upland Racing League before the finals commence. This was pretty cool right here. The prizes are really good, I thought. So players who claim the coveted first place in their vehicle class finals will be rewarded with 100,000 UPIX and 0.15 Spark. I thought that was a pretty
Nice.
good prize.
That's a really
Yeah.
good prize. I love that spark.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Second place gets 100,000 UPIX and zero point 0.1 Spark. Third place, 100,000 UPIX, 0.05 Spark. Fourth through sixth get 75,000 UPIX. So only your top three get that spark. So that's going to be a lot of competition trying to get to there. But it pays out all the way through 25th place,
That's
uh,
great.
receiving 10,000 UPIX 21st through 25th place. So hey, get in there, do a few races. Participate a little bit, and getting in the top 25. That's reasonable. Um,
And
Win a
that's
few
Friday the
thousand.
13th?
That's the finals.
Okay.
So you
Friday the
have Monday through
13th.
Thursday to qualify and record your best time, and then the top people will race on Friday.
Awesome. Definitely everybody get in there and get registered. And man, the top three get sparked. That's fantastic. And prizes to to the 25th. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's really cool now to start. When we joined Upland, I mean, none of this stuff was happening. Like,
We didn't even
you
have
know, the,
cars.
we didn't have cars, and just in general, seeing like Upland working with layer two projects, or honestly, a URL is not even layer two project at the moment. I guess just working with people outside of the Upland community. Or what am I trying to say? Like the Upland staff, so they're working
Yeah.
with people outside of their staff, and collaborating with these events. And I just think it's awesome. I think it's unique. I haven't really been a part of anything um, that does stuff like this, so it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
been really cool. I mean, we haven't been in since the beginning of Upland, but just in the time that we've been involved in Upland, seeing the different things that have come out. And I know the first event we were really involved in, I think that we were sponsors for, was the Creedmoor event last year and did the race and all that cool stuff. And it was really amazing. And, it gave a little bit of value, to the in real life too, with giving donations. And that was to the Child Mind Institute. So right away, I thought that was really cool. And then to see the cars come out just a little bit before that event. And, what's the other one? The Susan B. Goman, that,
G. Komen.
what did I say?
I don't know.
Susan B. I always Susan B. I was thinking of Stevie B. It was 80s flashback. Susan G. Komen. They've got that, as well, given to, that, that organization for cancer.
Yep.
And that's really amazing to see some of that stuff come out. And there's just so much stuff that's come out. You could just name a million different things that have come out since we started. And it just really proves the point that if you want to be successful with this, you got to be patient and be willing to build. And, it's going good places. So it's really been exciting this last year alone to see all the new things that we're able to do that we were never able to do. Now you got the Sparklets, so it's opening up a whole nother avenue with that bridge through Ethereum, and things are starting to go a lot more mainstream for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had the card sales this week. We also had totem sales this week. So, were you able to snag a totem?
I was able to get a totem. I did get lucky
Okay,
and get that.
nice. I am actually buying one on the secondary today.
Oh,
I got a pretty good deal on it. Um, you know, they got to make their profit. I understand, but it wasn't outrageous, so it's still a pretty decent deal. Um, and I'm supposed to get it in Shackleton's shop right here. A little shout out for Shackleton's shop, the Crown Jewels Couture. I think they're making something right here on this strip, like the fashion something.
Avenue of Fashion. That's correct.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is where it is in Detroit. Um, so I know it's still like 6:30 in the morning over there. Uh, so I think she has to approve. Somebody's putting it in here to reserve it for me, and then I'm going to be purchasing it in here. So I don't see it yet. Um, so anyway, hopefully I'll be able to pick that up later today. So I definitely want to get one of the chapter two totems. There's another good deal out there. But it's a cash deal, and I just don't know if I want to inject more cash at the moment. But definitely wanted to get a chapter two totem. Maybe I'll see if he wants to like. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till they come out because I do want. I would like one of each, like the palm tree, the dragonfly, the wolf, and the toucan. Well, because I have two dragonflies. Um, and I would like to get one of each. I think I got one. Where'd I put them? Yeah, I think this is my better one.
That's pretty
right
cool
there.
looking.
They look pretty sweet. Actually, is that my better one or?
It's got the square base on it.
Yeah, let me see here.
I don't remember what base mine's got. I think I've got a hexagon.
Maybe this one was my. No, let's
I like
see.
that green one. That green one's pretty cool looking. It's got the little tentacles coming off the top.
Yeah, so this one is painted, brown, large, pentagonal. So I think painted and large, those were like the better attributes of this one.
Oh yeah, large.
Um, brown was pretty common, pentagonal was pretty common. So I think painted and large were decent. My other one was this one. So this one was normal. The square was a little bit more rare. I think the circular is the most rare. Green was in the middle. Ancient was a little bit rare, I believe. Um, so they were both kind of middle of the pack totems. Nothing too rare, nothing too crazy. Um, but they do look cool. But yeah. Anyway, definitely be. I think those come out next week,
Yep.
like revealing what your passes got. And is there 4 or 5 chapters? I think there's for the
I think there's
totems.
5. I think I've seen up to 5 chapters. This
I'm
is
looking it up
chapter
now.
2 that we're on, so we got 3 more to go, right?
Is that what I'm looking it up right now? So chapter 2. hmm, The toucans look pretty cool. The wolves look pretty cool too, actually. Except for like there's like a baby wolf
Oh
or
yeah.
something. Looks like a cat almost. So I don't want that one. But I think I definitely want one of the wolves that they look pretty sweet. Um, Here's the totem landing page. Okay, so there are 5 chapters. Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought I had seen somewhere. It was 5.
And what was there? Maybe 3 weeks in between chapter 1 and chapter 2, 3 or 4
Think
weeks.
so? That
So
sounds about right.
So we got chapter 2 out. So another, we're in October now, October, November, December. So I would say probably the beginning of the year, either the end of maybe December or January. That'd be my guess, is when we start having to take care of these things and earning STEM or Protem.
Yep.
So definitely a little bit more time before we get to there. We've got dragonflies, palm trees, toucans, and wolves. Oh, they haven't revealed what the other ones are at yet.
Hmm.
Okay, so we don't know. We don't know what's coming after that. Okay, interesting stuff.
Very cool.
Well, you want to get a race going?
Yeah, we could do a race and then we can go over. We've got the 20K giveaway tomorrow, right? Thursday on the Thursday stream.
We've got a bunch of giveaways tomorrow. We've got the 20K giveaway, which you were supposed to comment on last Thursday's stream. I'll post that in the Discord one more time, so you guys can have a last chance to enter. And then we've also got our Speedway giveaway, and we are giving away Spark from Retrosi. We're giving away 50,000 Upix from Trendy Props. That'll be a 25,000 Upix and then 5,000 Upix prizes. And then we are giving away an S4 car tomorrow
Very
as
nice.
as well. So lots of giveaways tomorrow, and now I have too many tabs open and I can't find which one's supposed to be in. Um, I think that's all the giveaways for tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we will be giving away some fun stuff. And I got to make that crazy spin wheel today.
Yeah, we gonna have enough
Um,
time to do all those giveaways in one stream. I was thinking we were going to do the Speedway one because hopefully it's going to be done in time, but that's going to be hard to get that spin wheel together.
oh, that'd be not. It won't be. It's not that bad.
Okay.
I'll throw it together. It'll just take me a little bit of time.
Think we're gonna have to have like 6 spin wheels?
Might have to get a little creative, but we'll figure it out. Gilded Gamers Hollywood Hills Raceway. All right, that's the one we gotta do. So I let the ninjas down last Friday. I did not perform. I got beat out on the first qualifying heat with the URL race. I was actually pretty bummed about that one, man. That was the most I got the race up and going. So
Jump in
let me
there.
switch my screens. It always switches screens there, the last one. Um, all right, so yeah, if you guys want to jump in and race, man, I practice. Laban, do you own an S4 SC kicker? Laban is asking if you own an S4.
I do.
He wants to race your S4 against you.
Ah,
You, you need you need like your S1R in there to race his S4. Oh man. Yeah, jump in there, Laban. I want to get some more entertainment out of this today.
all right. So S4.
You going S4?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe that was what was wrong. Like, you know, maybe your S4 is where it's at instead of the S1E.
I raced that one the other day on the Skunk Day live stream. And that didn't go well for me.
The
That was the
skunk day.
AI race too. I didn't even know what was going on. That was the first time I really set up a race. So we got in there and it was just me and Laban, and then like 4 other cars were in there. I was like, where did all these guys come from?
Oh snap! Laban switched it up on you.
Oh, what's he got?
He went with the Series T.
Really? I've got a Series
Yep.
T.
All right.
All
You
right,
gonna take him
Laban.
head on?
Yeah. Let me get in here and get my car. So just a Series T?
Yep.
Good, because I don't have a TR yet. I got to get me a TR.
I got a T and a TE. Do you have the TE?
I do have a TE. All right, so enter race. Here we go. All right, let me find my T. Color is he racing?
It doesn't say. But oh, Laban, you got one of those block explorers, the stock car block explorers. Those are pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Um. Oh, Maui's in with the 4E.
Oh, okay. All right, we got some different vehicles. I've actually never raced a truck.
Yeah, I
I,
haven't either actually.
all right, I am locked and loaded there. Oh, where'd my? There it is.
All right, so we got a 1E. I would have done a T or 4E. I'm trying to get ready for this race on Friday though, so I'm practicing with this 1E.
Where's M
Um,
Strikes? M Strikes isn't in there.
is he trying to get in?
I don't know if he's got a car yet.
Mm. I'll give maybe one more minute, guys, if anybody else wants to jump in, and we'll get a race going here.
All right.
No, that's great, Maui. Did you pick that up in the sale this week, or did you already have that one? Um, the 4Es are actually pretty
Yeah,
good cars. I like the way they look too. And actually, one of my favorite cars that I have is my 2R. That thing races well.
that 2R in the well back before we had like controls of the car. I think your 2R beat my S1E.
Yeah, it's pretty. Although that's not saying much.
But that
Laven's
was
Laven's S4 is taking down your
yeah, but this
one.
was before we had control of the steering.
I'm just messing with you. Laven
S-
says maybe you win a car tomorrow. Yeah, there you go. Uh,
Yeah, make sure you guys are on stream tomorrow at 1:30. So definitely be there 1:30 tomorrow.
all right, 211. I think that's everybody that's going to be in here. I'm going to get this race started.
All right, let's go. What track is this?
Hollywood Hills.
Oh
So this
man.
is our the one we're doing on on Friday.
Do you have any
Harvest Rich.
racing music? We need some racing music. Oh, I gotta focus here. I can't do music.
Yeah, come on now. You gotta step up your game today. Let's see who's gonna take the cake. I've done a few practice rounds, maybe like 3 this whole week, so I have not done a whole lot yet. Make sure you guys just wait with your screen on. Don't press anything. It will get started. Here we go. I'm gonna change the view here so we can see. And I've already forgotten when I have to switch lanes and stuff. Um, as soon as I finish, I'll switch and go follow you guys. Let's see, because this
Oh,
one was actually what's going on with you? Oh, Maui's in the lead back there.
oh, I just passed her on that curve.
Okay, I only found like 2 or 3 little lane changes that need to be made. It wasn't there. There's a little slow spot coming up here. Let's see how I do on my times. Um,
Oh
okay, yeah,
man, I just spun out. Maui spun me out, I think. And then Laban,
Maui and Laban passed you.
Maui took me out, cleared the path for Laban. They teamed up on me.
Oh man, this track has got like a lot of sharp turns and then like 3 or 4
Yeah, it
turns
does.
back to back. That was not my best lap there. All right, looks like Maui's taking second place at the moment. Laban behind. I wish I could go back and see the screen, but I'll.
Oh man, Laban, you hit that boost a second before I was getting over.
Oh, you know what? I haven't used a boost yet, actually. I forgot to do that. Dang it! Actually, I missed a lane change. My times are not going to be good.
Oh man, my times are horrible right now.
All right, yeah, there was a good lane change. At the end there, you want to be. All right, so I got. Actually, that was a pretty decent time, 105. Then I've actually got. Oh shoot, I used a bad boost. Okay, actually it worked out for me. This last lap's gonna be good for me. I've got 3 boosts for the last lap.
And that one turn is killing me. It's so sharp, and there's like 2 turns in a row.
So pretty much most of this track is the left lane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you're in that right lane, it's
Slow going.
slow. There's one spot though. Nope, it wasn't there. There's one spot where you want to be over in the right lane, and then at the very end you want to be in the right lane. If I can use this boost here at the end. Ooh, a 101 last lap. All right, let's go check in on how Maui. Where's Maui? She's coming up. Where's Laban? You got to be close behind Laban. So these T's, I guess the 4Es are okay. He can see Maui. Definitely close.
I
Looks like
can't
that
even see
4.
them. I'm looking across the track and I can't see them.
Oh, you are far back. You are far back here. Oh,
That
goodness.
spin out. Maui took me out in that one turn, and I've
Yep.
never recovered.
Ooh, okay. Laban can see Maui here coming at the end. Let's see if he can overtake. I wonder if he's got a boost left. He's got to use it quick. You need to get in the right lane right now, Laban. Oh, Maui takes second. Laban short behind. SC kicker
Oh, one of
bringing
my
up the
boosts
rear.
disappeared. I only had 2 boosts.
Oh, this is just this poor little guy. Yeah, okay, that's the right lane change right there. You want to be in that right lane at the end. and a 1:27 lap time. We're don't worry, we're gonna get you.
This racing is stressful.
We're so we had a 3:13, a 3:55, only 4 seconds behind Laban, behind Maui there, and then SC Kicker bringing up the rear at a 4:23.
Got to reach out to Dak and see when that racing academy opens. Man,
So 106, 105. So I think I definitely need to get those times down just a little bit in order to be competitive on Friday. Laban says, "What a track!" Yeah, that one. Like I said, most of that lane, most of that race is in the left lane, and then there's just two or three little times you guys switch over real quick to the right lane, the ending especially. Oh, Kohler's jumping in with us.
hey, Michael. Good morning. Michael, we're getting close on that track.
Yep, finishing up tomorrow. We're definitely excited for that.
We're down to 20 hours and 23 minutes, maybe.
And that's going to be our first raceway in Hyde Park. Good. And what was the other thing? Oh no, we were just going to talk about those giveaways and
Yeah, so we've got the 20K giveaway, the Speedway giveaway, and then we've got for anybody, it's only if you're on stream. We do have one surprise giveaway, but you have to be on stream with us.
so that's 3 giveaways tomorrow.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, I like giving away stuff. And I want to do that car giveaway tomorrow because maybe somebody will get that car that needs it in time to do the races next week.
That'd be awesome.
So it will be the luck of the draw. But yeah, so I would like to get that out next week, and then someone can register and actually compete, win some Spark and some Upix next week from Upland. That would be good. Well, anyway, so we covered totems. The URL race coming up next week, the car sale, some UFC and NFL. Anything else before we wrap up today?
I think that's out. And the sheets are in for the NFL. I know those have to be in by, I think, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. So make sure to get your picks in for NFL. If you're in fantasy football league, same thing. Make sure you guys change your rosters. Get everything ready. I know there's some bye weeks, some teams that are on byes already, so don't miss out. I'm 3-1 right now in the Upland League. So it's going pretty good. I lost the first week and then I took 3 in a row, but this week I got some buys and some really bad injuries. So I have a feeling this is going to be a really rough week.
Yeah, I definitely had there was definitely some upsets this week that I wasn't expecting, but
Did you see that the Bills pounded the Dolphins?
man, that was interesting. Actually, so you were gonna, I didn't tell you. I actually put a few dollars on the Dolphins.
No way.
Because
Did you really?
I did, I
You
did,
deserve to lose.
because all right, here's my thinking, right? Because they just came off that. Well, first of all, the odds were better. You didn't win much if you put it on the Bills because the Bills were the
Yeah.
favorite. And I was like, man, the Dolphins just killed it last week. They're going to come in on that high. They're, uh, scoring 70 points, and the Bills about reversed it on them. They scored 50 something points or 40 something points on them.
Yeah.
Um, the Dolphins still had some offense going, but their defense could just not stop the Bills. It just wasn't stopping.
Yeah, I think both teams' offenses looked really good, and the Bills' defense was definitely the better and did the job. We did suffer a couple injuries this week. Unfortunately, we had one of the guys tore an Achilles, and we just got him back last year too off an ACL tear. But yeah, it was a good game. I thought it was going to be closer for sure. I thought this was going to be a shootout. Before the game started, I was actually looking up to see what um the highest game total score was because I thought this might be the one, the way these guys have been playing, for the Dolphins to put up 70 points. Now, granted, they were playing Denver,
Yeah,
So there's a big difference between Denver's defense and Buffalo's, but still 70 points in the NFL. That is a lot of points. There's a reason it hasn't been done in a long time. So I was thinking it was going to be a shootout. I think the record is 115 points, I think is what I read, combined
total.
score. Yeah.
Mm.
So that would have meant they would have both had to put up almost 60 points to beat that. So, but I thought the Bills were going to put up close to 70 the way that game was going for a while. And
Yeah,
then
I
their
think they
defense
well,
turned it on a little bit.
I mean, it was like 21-21, I think,
Yeah.
or somewhere in that range, and then the Bills just shut them down.
Yeah.
So I think that was like the first or second quarter that happened. So I was like, "Ooh, okay, maybe we have ourselves a game here." But then, yeah, the Bills just shut them down. I was hoping to have won that bet and then and then be able to come on here and tell you live, but
Instead,
I
you got to
lost.
come on and do the walk of shame.
I did. I think I put $5 down, but uh, yeah, that one didn't work out for me. So
I never bet on the Bills games. No matter which way I go, I always lose. So I just don't bet on the Bills, or at least bet against them. And it's a
that's
good outcome either way. They either win or you win, right? So
that's great confidence in the team. I never bet on my own team.
well, with the point spreads, I mean, I guess you go the money line and it's all right. You just got to wager a lot more. And then that's
I don't ever do the point spreads.
no,
No, I just go money line. You know, I just always go who I think's gonna win, and because I don't know, I just feel like every time I go with the point spreads, I get screwed over, like
yeah.
by because they'll say 2.5 points, or something like that, and then um, I don't know. At the end of a game, or they'll say like maybe it's like 10 points, right? So and it's at the end of a game, and if there's like 3 seconds left or less than a minute, they don't really care about the field goal. They'll just let the person kick the field goal, and I'm like, no, don't let them kick. You know, don't let them get those last 3 points because then the bet loses. And I would rather just have the win or the loss.
There
In
was a
my
game
head,
like that this weekend, actually, where at the end they just decided not to run it in. They knelt the ball down and didn't even go. And that
exactly,
one, that was a prime example of what you're talking about.
exactly, and it's so frustrating, to be like, no, you got to win by 10
So
points, not
I just
not
want to
three.
know, was there a call from Vegas
A
telling them
call
not to
from
run it?
hey,
Kneel it
hey,
down, kneel it down. I've heard of
you never
crazier stuff, so
you never know, man. You never know. Uh, yeah, so that's why I don't like betting the point spread. I just go at the money line.
it's no coincidence. Vegas is always winning. Just saying.
Well, true
But
that, true that. They've beat me, that's for sure.
yeah.
I'm down in Vegas, that's for sure.
Ugh.
But I'm always hopeful. That's my problem. I'm optimistic.
Oh, who does Green Bay have this week? Who do you guys play?
That's a good question, actually.
I know the Bills have a 9 in the morning game Sunday because we're in London. We're in London. I've got a good friend of mine actually that's going to be at that game. He works the replay calls and the film for that, so he's going to be out at that game. I've actually got two friends that used to work on that crew, and when COVID came out, one of them did not want to get the vaccine, so he couldn't keep the job with the NFL, and he backed out. And it was only a part-time gig anyways. But his brother who was adamant about not getting it actually ended up getting it, and he's going to the game. So
Man, that's rough.
yeah.
The Packers play the Raiders Monday night.
Oh, Monday night game.
Yeah, Monday night game. They're playing. I guess that's in Oakland, and then
Okay.
your Bills are playing the Jaguars.
Yep, we got Jacksonville.
Sunday, October 8th at 9:30 a.m.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be an early one Sunday morning.
A morning Sunday. When
Yeah.
did they start doing that?
Oh, they've been doing that for a while for the London games. Any of the games in London are at that
Oh,
time. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was London.
Now, interesting
Okay.
this year, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Jacksonville is playing there 2 weeks in a row. I think they play
Huh.
this weekend and next weekend too, so they're out there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would prefer that if I had to do that. I mean, you're out there, it's a long trip, and might as well
Yeah.
play twice
And
while you're out there.
so an interesting point, what kind of advantage does Jacksonville have that second week against the team that's coming in, adjusting to that time change? Because that's a pretty
Oh,
decent time change.
so Jacksonville is the only team playing there 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, I would say a big advantage. They've been able to rest for a week and get
Yeah.
used to the time change and things like that. So, uh, yeah, I think that's a huge advantage actually. So,
I think the teams
uh,
go out on Wednesday, so they have a couple days in between, but you still got to practice and just get in sync with everything.
yeah, yeah, that's actually a good point. Um,
I don't know that there's any elevation change or anything there. Like some places, I don't think there is out in London though.
yeah.
Because I know going out to like places like just in the States, like Colorado, the first time I went to Colorado for training, I was sick the first day, just getting acclimated to the elevation change.
Mm. I didn't get sick out there. I was in New Mexico this year, and I had to train some jujitsu, and I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah,
I thought my
it's a
lungs.
whole different world.
We went on a little 2 hour hike, which here in Tennessee we do all the time. It's no issue. Uh, you know, and we went like 20 minutes in. I was like needing to take a break. I'm not used to that. I'm used to just
Yeah.
you know, having good cardio and being on the go. And I was like 20 minutes in, I was like leaning over. My buddy was laughing at me. So
Yeah, it's a
it,
big difference if you're not used to
yeah,
it.
yeah, big time, big time. Real quick, last thing to wrap up before we do head out of here. I know we got some busy days ahead, but next week we are gonna try our stream. We're considering doing Tuesday morning instead of Monday morning. Um, and then we were talking about doing maybe a little bit more martial arts focused on one of the mornings. Uh, so uh, Wednesday and Thursday we'll kind of just a little hodgepodge of Upland, Hyde Park, different things going on, and then but we really want to share martial arts and the benefits of it and educate people on martial arts and just how awesome it is, and it's changed and affected our lives so much and positively. So we would like to spread that word out and get a little bit more focused on that. So I think next week we're gonna start that. The Monday stream hasn't been as many viewers and stuff, so we might try Tuesday just to switch it up a little bit, Tuesday morning, and really just focus on martial arts, different topics, different types of martial arts news, the good and the bad, like you know, really just try to get information out there for you guys and different listeners as well. So let us know if there's anything that you're interested in. Let us know if there's anything that you'd like to learn more about, hear more about, maybe hear our experiences or uh, just any information that you'd like. We would be happy to share. And our that's our life. We've been doing it our entire lives, and I don't know where I would be or what I would be doing without martial arts, to be honest. Um, the focus and the discipline that it's been able to give me has just been incredible. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, um, do you have anything to add to that? Or
Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, we've obviously lifelong martial artists, and I got into martial arts because of childhood bullying. And, it's just helped with, for me, it helped with my confidence and my overall, self-defense ability, which builds the confidence. And it's just changed my life, in so many different ways. And, not only when I was a child, but even, you look to our adult years, just looking back a couple years ago for our particular industry when COVID hit, where we were out of business, we were out of business for quite a while in North Carolina. And I really think that martial arts, really helped me to get through that and the discipline and the perseverance to keep pushing when it seemed like all the cards were stacked against us. And Even just the training and the working out just keeps you mentally sane too. So I can't say enough about martial arts. Like I said, it changed my life, and I changed my whole corporate career path to do martial arts full time and share all the great things that it gave me. And that's what I really enjoy doing. And I left corporate America and took a pretty big pay decrease. And but the reason I did it is because I believe in what I do, and I believe in the benefits that it gives people long term.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of because I can ramble on forever, but
Yeah.
about this stuff. And I was talking to one of our instructors yesterday, and it was just, man, it was about the for me, I was probably in my later 20s, mid to later 20s when I started to, but the shift started to change because when I was in my late teens and early 20s, I was teaching martial arts, and I was so, I didn't quite get the bigger picture yet of what was, you know, the real purpose of what we were doing and teaching martial arts and helping others. I was so focused on the martial arts aspect, right? So I wanted the 7-year-old or the 8-year-old or the 50-year-old to have the perfect sidekick, the perfect punch, and that's what I was consumed with. And I realized over time, and that's those aren't the real lessons. The martial arts is the vehicle to help people with their confidence, fitness goals, discipline, focus. You know, people join martial arts for so many different reasons, and sometimes it is the martial arts and self-defense and the confidence that builds, being able to know that you can handle yourself in an altercation or a physical situation, something like that. So that is absolutely one of the reasons, but so many more, like focus in school for kids, dealing with bullies, learning how to overcome those situations. And I honestly have been seeing more adults have their lives changed, with maybe it's fitness and getting in shape and really changing their life around. Maybe it is that they've never had that community of people that they can connect with and do something that's fun, engaging, healthy. You know, I've had professors at universities say martial arts has just changed their lives and helped their careers. I've had doctors that come in and jujitsu has just been such a stress relief for them. It's really helped them become a calmer, person, handle stress better and things like that. So, man, just to see and hear these stories from kids, parents, adults, that's the bigger picture of what we do. Um, and so don't get consumed with, don't get mad at a kid because the punch isn't correct yet. That'll happen over time. That's our job over time. But you know, maybe not today. It's not going to be perfect. But if we can stay positive, keep them motivated to come back again and again and again, we will get them there. And then they're going to grow from that, and they're going to learn confidence and all the other uh, great traits that come from martial arts. So, okay, into my rant. I'll
Yeah, the social
uh,
benefits. I mean, that's the thing that people don't see is the social benefits of martial arts, and there's a big part of it. And you kind of hit the nail on the head. I was the same way when I was younger. I was so ultra focused on almost like the kill or be killed mentality, of
yep,
training, and every technique had to be perfect. And it never really hit me until I got, I think around my red belt, maybe I was helping teach a class. I just offered to help out teaching. And I think it was like a white, orange, and yellow belt class. It was a real beginner level class. And there was a kid in class that was having a hard time with the front kick. And I had a line of maybe 5 or 6 kids as they were coming through hitting the pork chop pads. And the kid was having a really hard time. And every single time he came through, I was analyzing the movement and making him redo it. And about a week later, I was in that same class, and I noticed the last 2 classes, that kid was not in class, and his name was
mm,
Billy. His name was Bill. And,
yep,
I'd asked the senior instructor at that time, I said, "Where's Bill been? I haven't seen him in class." And they said he quit.
hmm,
And, when I look back, that was probably because of me, because I, didn't make him feel confident about what he was learning, or he just didn't think he was good enough because he didn't get it right away because I overcorrected. So that's one of the things that we do talk about with our junior leaders that are in our instructor course, is to not overcorrect. They're going to get it in time through the repetition, But that poor kid missed all the other benefits,
Yep.
that he could have had. So that opened my eyes big time, to teaching and having the right mentality when you're teaching, especially with kids. So every person that enters martial arts, whether they're a child or an adult, they all start in a different place. Some have more coordination than others, some have better balance, whatever it is. So I know when I started, my memorization was horrible. So when it came to doing like katas or forms, I had a really difficult time as soon as I got past 3 steps. They would show me 3 steps, and then as soon as the instructor walked away, I was like, "What was that first step?" And, I think back to that, so it was crazy. Yeah, so like you
Yeah, I've got
said, it's a big part of it is the social benefits and, even for adults too, people that are in like corporate America, teaching them to deal with other people and not always in the physical, sense, because you can't go to your office and you have an altercation with somebody and you punch them out. That's not going to fly in the corporate world. And just learning how to creatively and constructively deal with people.
yeah, I've got some similar stories where I've seen people so frustrated and partially because of myself that they quit.
Yep.
And that eats at me, because I know if they quit, then now they probably have a bad taste in their mouth from martial arts, and then they can't receive the benefits. Maybe they will somewhere else, and probably so. Um, but you never know. And so I just know now, the longer I can keep somebody in martial arts, I am picky on technique. I am,
Yeah.
I do have high standards for that, but I'm careful as to when they get to those standards, and it's different for every person.
Yeah.
Um, and so I know if I make them, if I push them too much and they quit, then I know that then we have no chance.
Yeah.
Then we have no chance
Definitely.
for them to see the benefits. So but I think that's something I've learned over time, and it's still working on. Um, and it's a constant work in progress. So,
And from the
well,
instructor side too, not
oh,
being
big time.
not being a bully. If you
Yep.
beat the crap out of all your students just to prove a point how good you are, you're not going to have anyone to train with or to teach. So,
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're going to get into some deeper conversations on this, on martial arts related topics, and we're going to talk about all kinds of martial arts, not just the ones we do, and different martial artists and different news stories and things to look for, things not to look for. Um, and so anyway, if you're interested in martial arts whatsoever, well, then please join us in, and we'll dive deep on some of those topics.
yeah, if you have anything you want to hear about any martial arts related, let us know.
All right. Well, I do know I need to get going.
Yeah,
Um,
same here. We got class coming up for jiu-jitsu. Well, I guess we'll be back tomorrow, 1:30. So make sure you guys are on stream and ready to rock and roll. We're looking forward to a fun stream tomorrow and really excited about it.
all right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one.